What's going on? This is Full Throttle Freedom, and today I'm here with my 2022 Yamaha MT-09, and I have everything set up for my first service. What that's going to entail is an oil and filter change. I'm going to check the chain slack, adjust as needed, and I'm also going to do a chain cleaning and lubing, and that'll wrap up everything that I need to do for today. As far as supplies go, I have my Yamaha oil, filter, and drain plug gasket, and then I have a 17mm socket for the drain plug. I have an oil filter wrench just in case the filter is hard to come off, and then just in case I have to adjust the chain slack, I brought out a 12mm combination wrench for the adjusting nuts and lock nuts, and then breaker bar 32mm socket for the axle nut. And then I also have kerosene and chain wax for my chain cleaning and lubing. And then underneath the bike, I have my drain pan and a cardboard box just to prevent any spills. Okay, as you can see, I have 992 kilometers or just about 600 miles logged on the odometer, which means that I'm a little bit early, but I'd rather be early than late. So I'm gonna turn on the bike and we're gonna get into this. Okay, and I like to warm up the bike about as much as I'd warm it up before a ride. So I wait until the coolant temperature reaches about 40 degrees Celsius or a little bit more. And then I'm going to shut off the bike and get into the oil change. We're going to begin the process by removing the drain plug and allowing the oil to come out. Take extra care with this bike not to burn yourself on the hot exhaust here. Ooh, and she's tight. Okay, switch to my 1/2-inch socket wrench. It's pretty common for these drain bolts and oil filters to be on extremely tight from the factory. I don't know if they do it to discourage people from doing their own oil changes, or if it's just, it's tightened down a lot higher and it's all new parts. I'm not really sure, but nevertheless, this is definitely on tight. Oh, there we go. Okay, remove the drain plug and let all our oil drain out. Man, that was quick. It's gonna still drip for a while. So what I'm gonna do is, as this oil continues to drain out, I'm gonna check the chain slack, and then we're gonna come back to the oil change in a minute. Okay, for the chain slack, the manual specifies that the center point of the chain is from the edge of the chain guard here and about 1.25 inches or 32 millimeters in from that point. So we're gonna say that's right about here. Okay, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna measure from the bottom of the chain guard down to the center or the middle of the chain. So right now I'm getting about 47 to 48 millimeters, and the high end of the chain slack range is 41. So we're definitely over that. So that means that we're gonna need to loosen off the axle nut and then adjust the chain. Okay, so we're gonna take our breaker bar to our axle nut here, and we're just gonna loosen it. We don't need to remove it at this point, but we have 32mm socket, and just give it a couple twists. Just enough so that we can turn this by hand. Yeah, that's about good there. Okay, now we're gonna take our lock nut, we're gonna loosen it off on both sides, the swing arm. So there's one. And there's two. And now we're gonna turn the adjusting nuts in the right direction. So obviously if we tighten it, it's going to push the axle this way to the right, which is what we wanna do because we're too loose. And so what I'm gonna do is right now we're sitting at about 3 notches in, and I'm just gonna move it 1 more notch and then check it there. So we're gonna be going to about 4. Okay, now that we've set both adjusters to 4 ticks, we're gonna go ahead and re-measure the chain slack. Okay, it's a lot tighter now. And just so you know, the spec is anywhere between 36 to 41 millimeters. Okay, and I'm getting right around 30 millimeters, so I'm gonna back it off just a bit on both sides. Okay, and remeasured. Okay, and now we're sitting at about 36 or 37 millimeters, which is right in the 36 to 41 millimeter range. Okay, and now we're going to tighten down the axle nut and our lock nuts, starting with the axle nut to their proper torque. Okay, torque for the axle nut is 105 Newton meters or 77 foot-pounds. And torque for the lock nuts is 16 Newton meters or 12 foot-pounds. Okay, now with the chain slack set, we can go back to our oil change. It looks like we're pretty much done. It's still dripping a tiny bit, but that's pretty normal. Now for this oil filter here, I know I'm not going to be reusing this one. I have a brand new one, so I'm not going to worry about damaging it at all, and I'm just going to use my oil filter wrench because I know these are on really tight. And so let's go ahead and get this going. The only thing I don't want to do is damage the bike. Oil filter doesn't matter, but it looks like there's some parts in here that could get damaged, so I'm just gonna be careful with it. And I do like this design. It drains out right over the drain pan and there's no spillage on the headers. Yamaha did really well with this. A lot better than my old bike. Okay, let all that drain out. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the old drain plug gasket. So you can either use a screwdriver or a razor blade. Pop that up, pull it off. And so it looks like the smooth surface, the seating surface, is gonna go up against the bike. And then, so here, I'll show you the new one. This will make more sense. So the smooth seating surface is gonna be made up against the bike, and then this surface here is the part that's gonna get crushed. And so this is gonna go with the drain plug, like that. Okay, and while we're here, we may as well prep our new oil filter. So let's take this out of the packaging. Definitely make sure to remove this plastic. Okay, a little trick with these filters is you can just put a tiny bit of oil in the cap here. And then get your finger dipped into that. And you're just gonna smear the oil around this O-ring here, because otherwise it's going to be impossible to get off this oil filter the next time you do an oil change. Okay, and let's just wipe down a little bit in here and install our new oil filter. We can reinstall our drain plug as well. Torque on the drain plug is 43 Newton meters or 32 foot-pounds, and torque on the oil filter is 17 Newton meters or 13 foot-pounds. For the oil filter, I'm just going to go ahead and hand tighten, and I'm going to give it quite a few good twists to make sure that we don't have any leaks, and then periodically I will just make sure to check it as well. Okay, last step's going to be pouring in the new oil. So take off our cap here. With the oil filter change like we did, it's going to be 3.2 liters of oil. Okay, now let's close our fill cap here and start the bike. Okay, now I'm going to clean and lube my chain because it's at 1,000 kilometers and I haven't done one yet. I was a little surprised the interval that the manual's giving for cleaning and lubing your chain is every 1,000 kilometers. For me, I actually prefer to do it a little sooner, sometimes 500, even 800 kilometers. So, I mean, whatever works, but just know that the manual is specifying every 1,000 kilometers. Okay, and now I'm going to clean and lube my chain. I just use kerosene for the cleaning. It's some of the best stuff you can get and it's very, very cheap. So I'm going to spray this all over the chain here. Okay, and now I'm going to spray my chain wax onto the chain here. Okay, and finally I'm going to take some Simple Green and a microfiber cloth just to clean up my tire a little bit.